Hello, welcome to Finance 101. My name is Clement. If it's the first time you're stepping on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it to the people who benefit the most. So today's topic is why you should break your mortgage and refinance at a lower rate. Why do I say this? So first of all, let's explain what a fixed rate is and variable rate is. So you got a fixed rate, which is fixed. You're going to pay the same amount of mortgage every month. So let's example is if you're paying $500 a month and your fixed rate is locked in for 8 years. Throughout the 8 years, you're going to be paying the same amount every month for the 8 years. And you can also go with a variable rate where it fluctuates up and down. So say this month you pay 500, the next month you could be paying 502, or it can also drop down to under 400, under 500. So which one is the best for you to, if you're buying a house right now? Well, if you're a first time buyer and it's the first time you're ever buying a house, I would suggest that you go with a fixed rate, because at least you know how much you're paying every month and don't have to guess. So, and the more you start paying your mortgage, you kind of get used to the standard of paying this much every month that you don't have to worry about. If you go with a variable rate, it could be going up and down, and maybe you not budget for that every month. So why do I say it's time to break your mortgage to refinance? Well, this will only work right now if you're a first time buyer or you're 1 year away to renew your mortgage, because as we all know, if you break your mortgage, it's a penalty that you have to pay on for breaking that mortgage. So, but if you're like 1 year to your mortgage, or say 6 months, if you break your mortgage, the penalty is going to be very minimum, and plus the rate that is going right now, you're going to end up in the long term benefiting from breaking your mortgage than waiting to see what will happen. Mortgage rates are so low right now, 2020 and 2021. That is even better than the financial crisis back in 2008. And the fact that the Feds don't want to raise the interest rate right now because they don't want us to go into recession. So this is the best time to take advantage of the low rates right now. That's what I'm saying. If you are 6 months into a year, if your mortgage is about to come up, you should break your contract and lock in the low rates right now, because it's going to be going up soon. Nobody knows when it's really going to go up. And especially if you're a first time buyer, you can go to your bank and lock in your rate. You have 4 months to lock in right now to look. As long as you are going to close in between the 4 months, they're going to guarantee you that rate. So if you're looking to buy right now, you should go in to the lender or the bank and talk to them and lock in that rate for the next 4 months. Because as long as you are able to close within that 4 months, you're guaranteed the rate they're going to give you now. It doesn't matter if it goes up. You're still going to get that low rate. But if it happens to go down, they're even going to give you that rate at that point, because that's the lowest rate you can get. And this also ranges from your credit score and a bunch of other stuff they're going to consider to give you the best rate that they can give you. You also have to consider that too. In February and March this year, it has been increase in mortgages from 0.3 to 0.5, depending which lender you go to or which bank you go to. That's why it's so important. If you're a first time buyer right now, you have to go in, you got 120 days to lock in your rate. And this also only works for if you're going to go with a fixed rate. If you're going to go a variable rate, then it doesn't matter, because like I said, it goes up and down depending how it is. Just like the stock market can go up today, can go down. So depending how much you're going to be paying every month. But if you are going to go with fixed rate, you can go and you locked in, you got 120 days. That will equal exactly around 4 months to find a house and close there to stay with that rate. I looked up the mortgage rate right now. It's ranging from anywhere 1.54 to 2.45. I guess it's all depending on your credit score and where you are and who you go to, which lender or which bank you go to. That's why I was saying if you are 6 months away to a year, you should break your mortgage, because previously mortgage rates were around like 3.5. So say you got in 3.5 2-3 years ago, it makes sense since it's so close. You can break it, pay the penalty, it won't be that much because your mortgage is almost up anyways. And you imagine paying 3.5 and refinancing back and paying 1.5. That's a big gap in between. Like I always say, in this channel, we're always looking for ways to save money. And this would be a very nice way if you can save money, because if you were gonna lock in for another, say, 8 years of mortgage, and even when you broke your contract, you charge about $5,000. If you think about it, in the long run, in 8 years, you're gonna be saving way more money than you're losing upfront. So you shouldn't worry too much about that. So depending where you live, you should contact a mortgage broker and let them run the number for you. They can determine if it's going to benefit you if you break your mortgage and refinance, if it's going to benefit you in the long run. Because by speaking with them, they can actually have the exact numbers and they will know how much you're going to get it for. And they will tell you exactly how much money you're going to be saving. And then it's up to you to make a decision if it's going to benefit you, if you're going to save money in the long run, and you make a decision from then. Like I always say, this channel is to help you save money and also take your own financial life into your own hands and do your research, trying to save as much as you can. You work very hard for your money, and you should not be just be throwing away or just lighting up on fire and burning it. Every penny you should be spending, you should know exactly what you're spending it for and the benefit that will come out of it. And like I always say, I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I consider myself as one. If you need any help, seek professional help and take your own finance to your hand. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video. It will benefit a lot of people.